Pay attention, you bastards.
Yo, when I say this beef gotta stop, man, this beef gotta stop, dude. I get it. You know what I'm saying? When you have kids by somebody, it'd be hard. You know what I'm saying? I'm a co-parent as well. I understand it. But everything ain't for the internet. Everything ain't for the internet. It seems like it's getting worse, and there's so much back and forth. 1 minute y'all cool, next minute y'all not. Next minute y'all cool, next minute y'all not. And again, y'all young, so I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Because I've been there before. I'm not ever going to speak from a perspective of I'm perfect and I don't make no mistakes and this and that. But when I tell you it got to stop, I tell you it has to stop. It has to stop.
Okay, bitch. I want to fuck with y'all. Hope not.
It seemed like, and I want to go back to this video. I want to go back to this video real quick, man. This type of stuff is going to put you in a situation. For real. For real, for real. Like I said, man, this should be crazy, man. This should be crazy. So they stay going back and forth. This is actually an older video. They stay going back and forth. And they had a situation recently. And YaYa came out, you know, and she apologized. She was like, you know what? I want to apologize for bringing personal issues between me and my child's father to the internet. That was something that should have stayed private. Emotions were high and we weren't seeing eye to eye. But that doesn't justify it. I reacted out of frustration and I own that. Which is a good thing, you know what I'm saying? I get it, you know what I mean? Like you found that you was on bullshit. You kind of like, you know what? I shouldn't have did that. You know what I'm saying? She goes on to say, I also want to correct the things that I said about him not helping with our son because that was wrong. He does help. Anytime I ask him for anything, no matter what it is, even if it's for me, he makes it happen. We spoke and he said he would give me the money that was just paid for that I paid for our son's birthday. I just got upset because it wasn't happening fast enough. And I wanted basically not, and I let the emotions take over, right? And again, and I'm gonna say this from a perspective of a person. My daughter 14 now. I'm gonna say this from a perspective of a person that has been through a lot of this type of shit. Couple things. One, as I said earlier, keep your business, your personal business like this type of shit off the internet. You know what I'm saying? Because again, it gives people a understanding and a reason to say, oh, this, oh, that, oh, this, oh, that, and they don't know the situation. You know what I'm saying? Two, I feel like as a father, and I say this to all my homies, as a father, your baby mama should never have to ask you for shit as far as for the kid. Your baby mama should not have to be like, oh, when I ask him for stuff, he does it, because you should already be doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of niggas don't be like looking at that type of shit like, oh, no, I mean, and they make excuses for it. The reality is that you should know what your kid needs. You know what I'm saying? You should know what your kid needs off the rip. You know what I'm saying? If that means you're going over there and seeing, if that means that you're talking to your kid directly and you know what they need, you should know. You know what I'm saying? And he at a point in his career where it's like, why you got to pay her back for a birthday party? You should already, you know what I'm saying? You should already did that. You should already pay for. Again, you're not talking about a person that's making a little bit of money. NBA YoungBoy is probably the biggest artist out right now when it comes to hip hop. You know what I'm saying? As far as the younger guys, right? He's probably the biggest, if not the biggest. You know what I'm saying? So that type of stuff should already be taken care of. I don't care if you got 15 kids, because I heard you got like 15 kids. It don't matter. That type of shit should already be taken care of. Certain type of things, it should already be put in, hey, that's paid for already. You know what I'm saying? If you making that type of money, the purpose of being on the road and the purpose of going hard in your career, the purpose of saying, hey, well, I'm traveling state to state, country to country, I'm never home like that. The purpose of that is so that everything can be taken care of for your kids. If you have kids, that's the purpose of it. So when stuff is not taken care of, and it's like the baby mama got to ask you again, I give people the benefit of the doubt because you young. But at the same time, as you get older, it's like, yo, that's type of shit that that's a no-brainer. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a no-brainer. My child's mother never has to call me and say she needs this, that, this. You know what I'm saying? My child needs something, boom. You know what I'm saying? That's off the rip. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what you're going through. That is the reality. You know what I'm saying? And again, it's not to say that everything is perfect and everything is smooth and everything is figured out. It's not to say that. It's to say that's what you get up every day to go do as a fucking man. That's what you do. You get up every day to say, hey, look, if you have kids, let me make sure my kids are straight. Let me make sure they straight. Let me make sure they good. You know what I mean? So that just kind of rubbed me the wrong way a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, she's doing this apology because, again, she be going super hard. Just like he be going hard. Y'all seen the video, which is why I started with that video. They both be going hard on each other. You know what I'm saying? But again, when you're young, that's part of it. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, you go through shit like that when you're young. You know what I'm saying? It be some grown people going through shit like that. Now, this shit right here, it kind of made me be like, you know what? Damn, like, okay. They situation is a little tough. You know what I'm saying? So she goes, he buying shit for their kids, meaning his other baby mamas, right? He buying shit for their kids and flying the kids out is crazy. Control is a menace. You giving hoes money to go shopping and buying hella jewelry, but still haven't given me money for my son's birthday party. You know who paid for my son's birthday party? My dad. You know what I'm saying? And again, that type of shit, it be kind of like, because again, when you young, and a lot of older dudes do this too, it's like, bro, there should be no reason why your chick got certain shit and your daughter don't got certain shit, or your son don't got certain shit. There should be no reason for it. You know what I'm saying? It's not to say that. It's not to say that, because again, when you're parenting, you might have bought the kids something, but you might have bought your girl something. And in cases, you know what I'm saying, that I've seen, some baby mamas be like, well, shit, well, why she got that? And she, you know what I'm saying? And you already then did your part. So in some cases, that is the case. But in a lot of cases, I didn't seen dudes that I know, you know what I'm saying, that's like, your girl got hella shit. You know what I'm saying? Your girl, your other kids got hella shit, but this one kid don't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I always say, if you're going to have a whole bunch of kids, you know what I'm saying? And teach his own. I'm just giving my opinion. If you're going to have a whole bunch of kids and you chose to say, I'm a go and have all of these kids, because you know what you're doing. When you're young, again, there's an excuse because you're young. You don't know no better. When you 25 plus, I'm going to say 25. I'm going to say 23 plus. When you 23 plus, you know exactly what you're doing. So when you sitting back having all these kids, knowing damn well that you're not making no money, knowing damn well that you can't take care of them, you know what I'm saying? It's, you just don't give a fuck. That's really what it be. You don't really care for real. You know what I'm saying? In your head, oh, they mama gonna take care of them. They mama gonna do it. They mama gonna do it. They mama gonna do it. And you like, I'm gonna just live my life. Now, his case, he got the money. You know what I'm saying? But even when you have the money, you may have money. Like I always say, Nick Cannon got money, but he don't got time. I don't care what you tell yourself. Oh, well, nah, I'm rich, so I can. You can't be at a recital and be at a basketball game. You can't be at a graduation and at a birthday. You can't do it. I don't care what you tell yourself. It sounds cool, but you can't. So the reality is a lot of niggas' minds be messed up. You know what I'm saying? And they don't say to themselves, you know what? Why am I gonna go put myself in this position? You know what I'm saying? Now in this case, it's like, oh, my dad paid for the birthday. There should be no reason why that happens. You know what I'm saying? There should be no reason why that happens. And at the end of the day, you knew who you was dealing with, right? So in the video I showed earlier, you like, oh, you broke, whatever. You knew from the jump who you was dealing with. I don't know what type of businesses she got. I don't know what she does for a living. I know her daddy is Floyd Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? That's all. But you knew that too. You know what I'm saying? You knew that when you was young. You know what I'm saying? When y'all had kids or when you start dating her, you knew that off the rip. You can't say, oh, shit, you broke. So you knew that. So you knew what you was dealing with from the jump. It is what it is, but you chose to still deal with it. I don't know why, but that's what you chose. You know what I'm saying? So you got to deal with everything that comes with that. And it's unfortunate because it happens. But it's one of them things. She says, "Oh, my dad paid for the birthday." Her dad should not be paying for no birthdays. Now, if you didn't done your part and you didn't pushed and you didn't spent the money and you didn't did all your things that you supposed to do for your kids or for that specific kid, and she's still not doing nothing and then saying, "Hey, well, my dad paying for the birthday, and you were supposed to give me that money back," then I don't know. That's questionable because it's like I did my part, and you still not doing nothing, the bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? But if the kid is always with you, that's another conversation as well. Because a lot of I didn't talk to a lot of men, and a lot of men believe, oh, well, I pay my child support. I pay my $300 a month. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta do nothing else. And I've always felt like that shit was corny. Like I've always felt like it was corny. If you're forced to be on child support for whatever reason, if you're forced, not, oh, well, I just didn't want to go to court. Oh, I just didn't, you know what I'm saying, want to really do anything. If you're forced for whatever reason, then pay it, but still show up in other ways because that money don't mean shit. When you young minded, that money is like, oh, I pay my money. I pay my child support. They good. Y'all be surprised how many times like my daughter woke up in the middle of the night crying because she had a bad dream. I'm there. You know what I'm saying? If she not with her mama, I'm there. We split half and half. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, those things matter. A lot of niggas love to be like child support. Oh, I pay my child support. Oh, she get that $500 a month every month. All that shit is cool. But at the end of the day, kids need more than that. They need the time. Like on our way to school, we laughing, we joking, you know what I'm saying? We having conversations. Those type of things are the things that really matter. You know what I'm saying? And the reality is that you can make all the money in the world, but if you're not doing your part, if you're not doing your part on the other side, none of that shit matters. So when you have a whole bunch of kids like NBA YoungBoy, or you have a whole bunch of kids like a Nick Cannon or somebody, you're setting your kids up to be fucked up. That's the reality. You could say, oh, I got money, I'm rich, they gonna be good. It sounds good. But you're setting your kids up because again, a lot of that time just in growing up, they have to spend alone or not with a father. Again, you can't be at basketball practice and then be at the recital. You can't. You can't be at this, coaching this one kid through their first date, but then at the same moment, this other kid is sick. You can't be teaching your son how to box, but then your daughter, you got to show her, how a boy should be treating her. And you can do it at different times. You know what I'm saying? But when you have a whole bunch of kids, all of that shit aligns at one time a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? That is the reality. You know what I mean? So again, man, when I see this type of situation, it'd be like, bro, it's just I don't always put it on the woman. And I'm not saying it's always a man's fault because a lot of the women, a lot of the girls play a part too. But I do gotta look at a lot of the men to say, bro, like y'all niggas is corny. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing your part and she's the problem and she's not doing her part, it's a different conversation. You know what I'm saying? But if you're traveling around just doing your thing and you're not present or you're not present and you're not paying for shit, that's cornball shit. You know what I'm saying? She goes on to say, she goes on to say, my dad doesn't just help me with KJ financially either. When I tell y'all my dad really stepped up and is more like a father figure to KJ than a grandfather, he's the one teaching KJ how to be a real man. He's not there mentally. He's not just there mentally, physically, emotionally, he's there mentally, physically, emotionally, etc. It doesn't matter if you have it or not. I didn't lay down with my dad and make a baby, but somehow he's the one stuck helping me take care of my child. And like I said, that type of shit be corny. But again, you have to say to yourself, as a man, as a young man or whatever, I got to find a way to balance the things that I do. You know what I'm saying? It's why a lot of people and a lot of rappers that you see have got into streaming or making money from home, because you don't have to be on the road to make a lot of money with your fans or with your community. You don't have to be on the road. You know what I'm saying? You got to find a way for your kids. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, man, get money how you get money. Do what you got to do, but at the same time, it's going to affect nothing but the kid. You know what I'm saying? And you can say all day, oh, they with their mama, they mama, they mama, they mama. It sounds amazing. It sounds cool. Again, I'm living in it currently, so it hits me in a different way. And I understand both sides, which is why I'm present. You know what I'm saying? You're not present for a girl. She grows up and she doesn't have that father to say, hey, listen, or she never had that father to say, hey, listen, this is how you're supposed to be treated. This should go. This is how you should, a boy should open your door when you do start dating or whatever the case may be, right? You're not there physically, mentally. You know what I'm saying? So that shit is going to fuck them up long term. You know what I'm saying? I always say, and this is not every single case, but I always say to the homies, we be having conversation. I'm like, the girls that did not have a dad around, they moved a lot different. We felt, and again, this is not every single case. I'm just having real candid conversation with my people. And I like to be real. I don't like to sugarcoat shit. We always felt the girls that didn't have their dad around, you can kind of get away with whatever. If she just had her mom around or whatever, you can get away with whatever for real. You know what I'm saying? It was easy to kick it. It was easy to hang. She gone. You know what I'm saying? Because she don't got a dad to be like, hey, that's not cool. Hey, make sure he take you on a date before you go kick it with him. Hey, make sure, hey, look out for this. Because a woman can't always, again, I'm saying not every single scenario, but a woman can't always tell a little girl, hey, watch out for this man, hey, watch out, because she don't know. You know what I'm saying? She don't fully know. She only knows to an extent. She's not a man. And on the flip side of that, with a boy, a woman can't teach a boy how to be a man. You can give him qualities to say, hey, look out for this, look out for that. Hey, do this, be this way. But you just can't do it. You can't show him certain shit because you're not a man. That is the reality. You know what I'm saying? So again, I always say this is that you got to be there for your kids, whether you having sons or whether you having daughters or whatever the case may be, because again, all you're doing is making their life way harder. You know what I'm saying? And it shouldn't take the mama to say, hey, she need this or he need this. Hey, he need that. He need this. Hey, he needs his haircut. Hey, come on. When you going to pick him up to cut his hair? You know what I'm saying? When you going to take him to the barbershop? You know what I'm saying? When you, hey, she need some, she going through her cycle. She needs some this. Why you ain't picked it? Like, it shouldn't take that. You know what I'm saying? And again, it's a mentality thing. And I like to say it's a young thing. I'll be like, bro, I see I've been saying, bro, he young. But really, it's a mentality thing. You know what I'm saying? I give the young shit because, yes, when you're 21, 22, 23, 24, you may not be looking at certain shit. But it's some niggas that's grown, that's 30, 40, 50, that still move the same way. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, we got to just do better. As across the board, we got to do better. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that YaYa can come and say, hey, look, I apologize and I shouldn't be, putting this out publicly. You know what I mean? That was wrong of me. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta be better in that. I think that's amazing. You know what I'm saying? And one time for YaYa. NBA, man, I feel like you gotta figure out that balance. And again, when you have a lot of kids, and again, I'm talking about the NBA YoungBoy situation, but it's a lot of niggas like this. Nick Cannon is one of the ones that's like this. Again, all that money sounds cool. Oh, well, his kids is set for straight. Set for life. His kids is good. Okay, cool. But at the same time, I guarantee his kids are gonna go through that. I haven't seen my dad. Oh, I want to talk to my dad about this, but I can't because when you have a lot, and again, this is for anybody. And again, it's not about a judgment thing. This is about just I like to kick real conversations. You know what I'm saying? That's my whole shit with my lives. I like to kick real conversation. I don't like to sit there and sugarcoat shit. You know what I'm saying? Because when you have people sugarcoating, oh, it's all good. No, it's cool. Don't worry about it. It's fine. You don't get the real shit. The real shit is these kids go through a lot. You know what I'm saying? Mental health is a real thing. I have one. And mental health is a real thing because they're going through all these different emotions. All of that. Oh, I bought her some shoes and a jacket and this and that. And she got this and this. That don't mean shit. It don't. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing things, but it don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? And we all got to be better. You know what I'm saying? Including myself. You know what I mean? We all got to be better, but you got to also call a spade a spade. And if I'm talking to the homies, I'm going to talk to y'all like the homies because y'all my community. You know what I'm saying? We got to be better. We got to do better as men, as fathers. We got to do better. You know what I'm saying? We got to push ourselves to understand how this shit really go. You know what I'm saying? And how to be better men and better fathers every single day. And again, it's a marathon. This shit ain't going to happen overnight. And again, I'm not sitting here to say I got it figured out because I don't. You know what I'm saying? But I'm putting my best foot forward every single day. And that's all somebody can ask from you is to put your best foot forward every single day. If you can't do that as a man, nigga, you a hoe. That's what it is. However you look at it, however you take it, it's the truth. You a hoe. As always, man, till next time, I appreciate the support, man. Let's be better men. Let's be better fathers. You know what I'm saying? Let's step up to the plate and stop putting everything on the woman. You know what I'm saying? The shit getting kind of corny. You know what I'm saying? As always, man, appreciate the love and support. Appreciate y'all watching. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. I'm going to catch you on the next one.